as you wander around the show, we do have rosettes on cars. First category, if these wheels could talk. It's a category about character and history, a vehicle that looks like it has the most fascinating stories to tell, whether it's a well-used classic with battle scars, a perfectly preserved original, or something with a unique provenance. It's about the vehicle that sparks the imagination. Now, Don drove this Jaguar XK120 into the show this morning, and he looked like something out of a Wind and the Willows novel. It was a wonderful sight. It's a battle-scarred race car from the 1950s. It narrowly missed out on doing big races like the Milli Miglia and things like that because the builder at the time then got a Jaguar C-Type, but it's actually owned by a man called Vivian Bush, who is here as well. But it was Don who I had a chat to with the car because it's covered in character. If you haven't seen this car, it's parked just behind the TP here in the VIP car collection, if I can call it that. But it's just glorious. It's covered in patina and battle scars and signs that it's been racing since the 1950s. It's been recently commissioned, but they've left the bodywork looking like an old battle-scarred race car. And that's why Don and Vivian with that beautiful XK120 get the If These Wheels Could Talk award. So next up is the most surprising sight. This is a fun open-ended category, which is good. It means I can't get in trouble because no one can say you're wrong, because it's my opinion. So that works, doesn't it? It's for me to pick something that stands out unexpectedly, a rare model I've never seen, an incredibly well-preserved example of an everyday car, or a vehicle with an unusual story or modification which celebrates the unique. And like me, if you've been wandering around, whether you're looking at dogs or cars, you'll find all of those things embodied in the show here at Hesslewood events today. So for me, it had to be, and I'm a little bit obsessed with this car, I've got to say, because it's got a front end that looks a little bit like a Group B Lancia 037, which of course is what the car originally inspired. It's the Lancia Beta HPE. Now, you may have seen a Lancia Monte Carlo or a Lancia Rally, which is the coupe version of the Beta at shows. There's a couple of those locally. Now, these things rusted for fun. Literally, you bought them and a week later you were shuffling them up and putting them in the dustbin on your dustpan because they rusted that quickly. So for one of these HPEs, which is basically a shooting brake version of the Monte Carlo, to have survived and to look as glorious as this one that we've got here does, which is parked just 2 cars down from my little brown Clan Crusader at the back. It's a super rare car. If there are more than 2 in the UK, or even more than 1, I'll be very surprised. But just have a look at that grille and then Google the Group B Lancia Delta S4s or the 037 and you'll see what I mean. It's just so rare and really did surprise me to see it. It's not often I see a car like that I have to keep walking back to and take it. I've got more photos on my phone of that Lancia Beta than anything else, so it kind of fits the bill, doesn't it, Sarah, for that one?
It's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Haven't tagged in your posts, make sure you do. Right, best on 2 wheels. You might notice we've got a very nice collection of 2 wheels. Now I have to throw the 3-wheel Lambra, 3-wheel Lambretta built or Innocenti built pickup truck that's over in the show as well, because that technically fits in this category and is a fantastic bit of kit. My first job this morning was helping a friend of mine, Steve Hurst, with his Carl Fogarty replica Ducati off the back of his makeshift trailer, which was interesting. But for me to win, and I'm not a 2-wheel kind of a guy, if I'm honest, so it has to be something that catches my eye and makes me think of stories. And the 1938 Triumph Tiger that we've got in the show, just behind the TP here, lined up with the superbikes and the Harleys and the lowriders, does it for me, because it just makes me think of the TT and the Daytona wins and the high-speed runs at Brooklands and things like that. So congratulations to it. We couldn't find the owner, could we, of that? And you try finding somewhere to pin a rosette on a motorcycle, but we found somewhere, didn't we, Tobes? Moving on to the Still Got It award. Now, Still Got It is for a vehicle that, despite its age or original purpose, still looks like it's ready for action, capable of turning heads, enduring design, robust engineering, and just a car that defies its years with an undeniable presence. Think of it as a nod to a classic that hasn't lost its spark. Now, it's 50 years of the Volkswagen Polo in 2025, and do you know what? We've had various incarnations of the Polo over the years, and to see husband and wife, Ian and Vicky, both polishing up their Polo G40 Mark II Polo, and then the Sirocco that Vicky owns next to it, was husband and wife goals for me. couples that use quick detailer together, stay together and all that. So it was enduring and robust engineering, not only for the cars, but also for the couple that owned them. But do you know what? Given all those incarnations of Siroccos and Polos over the years, I think original is always best. And if a day like today doesn't teach you that, nothing will. So congratulations to Ian and Vicky, who are going to have to share that award. I wasn't going to be responsible for any marital mayhem. Now the next one is the most likely to cause a double take award, a car that, or a bike for that matter, we do have bikes here as well, and I'm coming to that, don't worry, it's not all about four wheels here this weekend, that makes you and the public look twice in a good way. It could be due to an unexpected colour, an unusual modification, a rare model, or just something delightfully quirky that stands out from the crowd. Now I'm a rally man, and you would not have got a lineup of classic cars here that I'm judging without at least one rally car in them. We've got a glorious Mark I Escort that used to compete in the Motoring News Championship, and John Seth narrowly missed out on this award because, well, there's a Lancia Stratos parked in front of the house, and if a 1970s international rally car, albeit it's a Hawk replica, but it's about as close as you're going to get in Hessle this weekend, sat in front of a glorious stately home, doesn't do it for you, then nothing will. Please do check it out, because it is quirky as they come. But those cars used to battle for world championships, and it's something that everybody has walked past and done a double take at, so it literally does what it says on the tin. So well done to, I think it was Clive, was it a guy called, I think his name was Clive, but apologies if I've got that wrong, but it certainly did make everybody look twice. Right. It's your thing. Do what you wanna do. Now, shiny side up. This is probably the closest to an actual car show award that we've got here. It's a fun take on presentation. The category focuses on the most impeccably detailed or shiniest vehicle you see. It's a humorous nod on behalf of Sarah and the team to the effort that owners put into polishing every last chrome, every bit and piece on the car, every little detail. And this one, well, I could have picked 200 or 198 if you take my car and one other out of the lineup of cars here today that could have won this award, because everybody spent polishing them up. But when I walked over, Dick, who owns the car, was sat behind the car. There he is over there, and I just overheard him say to someone who said, "How long have you spent polishing this Austin A40 Farina Mark II?" And he went, "Well, hours, but they were hours that I otherwise would have spent drinking beer or chasing women." And I believed him. So on that basis alone, a very worthy winner of a humorous take on the presentation award. Well done to Dick. And that's your thing. Do what you wanna do. The main award today is, I suppose, our version of car of show. This isn't the normal car of show, okay? I haven't gone round and used a cotton bud to check if there's any dust on the cross-ply tyre treads, or I haven't had a look in the mirror to see if I could clean my teeth in them if they're clean enough. It's not that kind of car of show. This one is our equivalent. It chooses a vehicle that embodies the overall spirit of the event. A combination of enthusiasm, character, presentation, and simply makes you smile. It's less about concourse perfection and more about the joy that the car brings. And I was saying to the owner of the car a little earlier that the first thing I did when I saw this car was pull my phone out, go on YouTube, and get the clip from The Spy Who Loved Me. Is that the film? Yeah. Where Roger Moore drives off the end of the pier, being chased by the bad guys as 007 James Bond, and his Lotus Esprit dives into the water and turns into a submarine. And at the end of it, he chucks a fish out of the window. It's all very 1970s Hollywood, but it is glorious. And unfortunately, there were two really nice Esprits, but the white one had to get it because it came with a Roger Moore mask, it came with a fish, and every single person I saw with kids was stood doing like I was doing with Toby earlier and showing the video of when the submarine went into the water. And if that isn't what a classic car show is all about, then I don't know what is. It's your thing. Do what you wanna do.